All right, we just picked up this stack of comic books from my LCS today. So let's go ahead and dig through these books and see exactly what we got. All right, let's get started. Yeah, nice little mix of books out of the $2 bin, the price per pound deal, and an individual purchase. But what do we got here? Fear, issue number 9, 20 center. Picked it up and happy to have picked it up for sure because I don't think I own a Fear. If I do, I only own like maybe one. 1972, and this was actually the last issue of Fear. Not of the run, but the last issue that they actually titled it Fear, because they called it Adventures of Fear, I believe. And then I think it was mostly Man-Thing for like a lot of issues. But a lot of those books were pretty pricey, and some of them were pretty big keys. And yeah, I don't think I own any of these, so I thought this was pretty cool for a $2 book. Fairly mid-grade. Fear number 9. Moving on. I'm happy to have it. Walt Disney Comics 15 center. Picked it up, $2 bin as well. I actually went through all my Walt Disney Comics. I went through a lot of my books to actually keep track to find out which ones I do have and which ones I don't. So this issue in particular, I was 100% certain that I did not have, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, 1962. It's a 63-year-old book. I'm gladly gonna pick up any Walt Disney book for $2 if I don't have it. I think I went through Walt Disney, I went through Looney Tunes, I went through Conan, and I went through, I think, Batman up to about 1980 to find out what issues I do not have, which took some time, but it was actually well worth it because I realized, yeah, getting duplicates is not always a good thing. Incredible Hulk 272, picked it up, $2 bin, newsstand. I thought this was pretty cool because I think this is a key. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure, but I thought it was. I actually didn't check. I did read this one. I remember this. Yeah, this was yeah, 1982 to 1982. This was oh, what's his face? Rocket Raccoon, right? Maybe it wasn't a key. Maybe I'm just thinking it is, and for some other reason. But whatever. I picked it up. I remember reading the story, liking the story. I do have this one, but I thought at the time it was a key. I'm actually still thinking it's kind of a minor key. Maybe not. I don't know. Who cares? I always thought it was a cool cover. But yeah, Incredible Hulk 272, $2 bin. Picked it up. Conan issue number 39. Yes, picked it up. Went through my Conans. I did not have issue number 39 as well as the one coming up next, which was pretty cool. I did have 42, 44, and 45. Yeah, 1974. This is clearly John Buscema artwork. At least I think it is. I probably should check before I make a fool of myself. Roy Thomas, yes, John Buscema artwork. But yeah, I really like Conan. Obviously, I like reading the stuff that's kind of, I don't know, time frame of living off the land and all that stuff. What am I reading right now? I'm reading Dead Man's Walk by Larry McMurtry. Kind of a Western book of them heading west through the desert and all that stuff. Like, that was hardcore stuff. Like, they walk across the desert, like, in extreme heat or the extreme cold, and they're, like, dying of starvation and, like, dehydration. And they had to end up, like, killing the horse and drinking the horse's bladder for water. And then killing the horse and eating the horse. And like, that was hardcore stuff, man. I mean, like, and that's stuff that's actually happened, you know, to a lot of people who like ventured west and all that stuff. And I don't know. Conan issue number 41, the other one I did not have. There's something I just enjoy reading that stuff. Maybe it's just, it makes you appreciate the stuff that you have now more, or maybe it was just times when you're not, I don't know, face planted with a bunch of technology and AI and all that crap. You just, I don't know. But I read all that stuff out and like, front of my house in the early morning when the birds are chirping, and it's just kind of like a relaxing event. But I don't know, it's kind of a sidetrack there. But yeah, it's just me. Conan issue number 41. Moving on. Smokey the Bear. Smokey Bear. Keep America Green. I picked it up. Honestly, I don't know why. $2 bin. Whitman. I don't know why. It just looked kind of clean, and I don't think I have a lot of Smokies. In fact, I'm not sure if I have any, so maybe that went through my head. 1972. Because, yeah, I mean, I've picked up a lot of comic books over the years, and I don't know how many Smokies I have. Maybe there was just something about it that maybe triggered me thinking it was a rare book or something, but I thought it was kind of cool cover. It looked pretty clean, and, yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time on it. Smokey Bear Whitman. Moving on, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. I picked this one up individually. I paid how much? $10 for it. Yeah, we're opening this one up. I opened this one up and I glanced in to make sure that it was actually attached, and it was. That's kind of pretty much as far as I went on it, but I did open this one up. Yeah, I paid $10 for this book, and I'm happy to do it just because I don't actually own any like Bob Hope or Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis books, and I thought this was for $10 a pretty reasonable deal, probably about as good as you can get. If I buy this on eBay or whatever, I'm probably going to spend $20 to $30 with tax and shipping, and so for $10, this pretty much gets me on the board for as cheap as I can get. Issue number 27, we were taxed. Yes, still we were taxed just earlier when I looked at this. 1970 or 1956. Yeah, this is an old book. Yeah, this is actually a fairly clean book. I'd say maybe in the range of a 3.5, a solid 3.0, 3.035 range. I think that's a fairly reasonable price. What was this? Issue number 27, right? Issue number 27. Yeah, first one on the Dean Martin. Maybe I was looking for some Bob Hopes, but a lot of those are expensive. I am going to work my way to the centerfold just because I did not actually check the centerfold. I didn't page count this either. I'm not going to page count it here because I don't want to waste any time. Yeah, we are nicely attached actually. Cool, sweet. Yes, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Martin and Lewis. Pretty clean book for $10. I am happy with it. It's got some staining down the bottom, some little chipping up at the top, but life moves on. I thought that's a pretty a book that I'm happy to have. So yeah, that's all that matters for $10. I picked it up, and yeah. And we did the price per pound deal at my LCS. Picked up 4 pounds for $10. So I got about 30 books or so. Comes out to like 30 cents a book. Yosemite Sam Bugs Bunny Gold Key, issue number 1970. Issue number not 1970. Issue number 1974. Well, that had a pretty strong smell to it actually. Justice League, issue number 33. Yeah, I'm trying to pinpoint what that smell was on that book. I mean, I've obviously smelled that book in thousands of books, but it has a certain smell. It smells like, what does it smell like? Like shag carpet or something? Like, no, it doesn't smell like cigarettes. I mean, some do, but that one definitely did not. What do we got here? Well, I can't even talk and think at the same time. Yes, Justice League number 54, 1991. This one looks familiar. I think I picked up some Justice Leagues my other lot, but this one actually looks pretty clean, which is cool. Some of these actually look pretty clean. These were all bagged but unboarded. And Justice League number 49, another clean book. I might have even bag and board this one. This one looks like an 8.0. But yeah, it almost smelled like almonds. I know there's a nostalgia factor because I know I'm not the only comic sniffer. I mean, I know people enjoy smelling the comics, but it has a certain smell too, and I'm trying to pinpoint that while I'm trying to talk. But I swear I smell in moderation. But Captain America number 361 reminds me of building models with like glue and like wood, like paint, and I don't know. Maybe it's different for everyone, but all right, I'll show up. Captain America issue number 355, 75 center, fairly clean. I thought this was pretty cool. This one looks slightly familiar. I think that means I'm picking up too many books now. 1989, July number 355. Nice, moving on. Devil Kids, Hot Stuff, 12 center. I thought this was cool. 12 center, nice issue number 39. We had a little low grade, but whatever for the price. It's Hercules wristband. Some weird stuff back then. Yeah, those different times. Like, I mean, this book is super old. I know that. What year is this? 1972. I can't even see it. Does this show the date? It doesn't matter. But like, even if you go back to the like early 90s, like advertisement, like everything was different. Like, it was not uncommon to like cut coupons back then. And like, if you wanted to find out how something worked, you'd have to like call or like get information on the actual product and all that stuff. And like, now you just have access to like everything on your phone. It's just like, it's ridiculous. Like, imagine if you had to like recipes. What do we got here? Sledgehammer issue number 2, Spidey cover. This one's looks pretty clean too. Nice. This is like 1989, right? March 1988. But yeah, like imagine if you had to like cook a recipe or something you didn't have. You'd have to like go to the library, like find a book, and whatever recipe was in that book, that was what you were cooking. Sledgehammer issue number 1, another clean book. Like now you have every recipe you can possibly imagine for everything on everyone's interpretation and opinion, and I mean on your phone in a minute. And like, I don't know, Jasper's Ghostland and all his friends. It's just funny because like looking through all these advertisements just kind of gives you a little trail down history lane, I guess. The Power of Shazam issue number 17. But But yeah, like imagine having to like write down directions driving somewhere instead of having like your Google Maps and stuff. You have to like, oh, I got to turn left on St. Charles Street, and it's like, nope, you don't have to do any of that stuff anymore. Reggie's Wise Guys Jokes, issue number 29. I would imagine if anyone had to go back to like even the year 2000, people would have to go through like a serious detox, like beyond what they think they'd, even comprehend, because they don't realize just how much times have changed. Uncanny X-Men issue number 284, 1992-ish, I think, or maybe 93. January 1992. Yes, I don't know if you guys were around. I'm sure some of you guys were around during that, but when those books came out in 91, 92, 93, they were extremely popular. And I mean, they probably made 1 billion of these, this particular issue. 285, at least this one looks pretty clean though. I'm going to say, yeah, March 1992, February 1992. Yeah, I have this one. This one looks pretty clean. I don't even know why I picked it up. I just saw it looked clean and picked it up. But yeah, Game Boy Advance. Yeah, those were definitely popular during their times. And X-Men issue number 20. I'm going to say this one is July of 1993. Oh God, here we go. May 1993. All right, moving on. Nomad issue number 2. But yeah, even if you had like a leaky faucet, you can just like Google exactly what product you have and what item that you need and how to fix it, and then YouTube the video and how to do it yourself. It's like you wouldn't need to call anyone or do any research on your own. I mean, you're doing research, but the research is a whole completely different animal. Justice League issue number 41. I have this one. I thought this was kind of a cool cover. Read this one too. This one looks clean too. Nice. But yeah, I think there's something about human beings being happier when you're actually working towards something that is rewarding. I know that's true with video games, but like I think people are happier when you have to kind of grind your way towards some sort of accomplishment instead of having everything given to you in some massive dopamine hit. But Adventures of Superman number 499. Because I know when I played video games, I've mentioned this over and over again, I enjoy playing video games and getting stuck in them. And if I'm stuck in them, I try not to look through the walkthrough and all that stuff. And because that's how I was back in, the 80s and 90s, you didn't have, YouTube walkthroughs of all that stuff. And like, I know when I think it was Game Genie, or I can't even remember maybe it was Game Genie. It was like a cheat code or something. Maybe it was a cheat code, I can't remember. But I remember it vividly ruining a lot of the experience for me, like permanently. What do we got here? Captain America 395. This one feels thick. Why does it feel so thick? Is this just a thicker one? It's got something inside. Back to the Future and CBS. Nice. This one looks super minty. This one looks completely untouched. It's kind of a cool cover too. Nice. I'm gonna put this one up just because that looks really clean, and yeah. But yeah, I remember getting the Game Genie or whatever and completely ruining the experience. Because like once you just have all the access to get like literally what you're grinding through, like what's the fun of it after that? Like the part of the journey is, or the journey itself. I mean, I can't remember what the phrase is, but I mean, once you get there, it's kind of, it's a game over already. But I try my best to, when I play games, to not look through all the walkthroughs and all that stuff and struggle myself the same way I did, 30 years ago. But I don't know, we got on that tangent, but yeah, moving on. Visionaries, issue number 5, Knights of the Magical Light, 1986. Don't know anything about it. I think I recall having a Visionaries, but I don't know if it was 5 or not, but yeah. Classic X-Men, issue number 20, 1988. Yeah, but if you're just tuning in or still tuning in, whatever it is, thanks for watching and subscribing and all that stuff. I appreciate that, and hanging out, and it's always fun to talk to you guys. Classic X-Men, newsstand. Could this be a Mark Jewelers? Issue number 22. We've been having some good luck with that, especially in this bin. Nope, it feels pretty thin. I'm gonna go with 80% no. Oh, nope. Oh, crap, I thought I saw something. Saw something blue. Nope. That looks pretty clean, though. Nice. Classic X-Men 22, 1988. Don't think I have its interesting looking cover. It's actually a pretty clean book. I'll put that one up too. Looks like 2 more books. Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, and Bugs Bunny Whitman 40 Center. Boy, shoot. not gonna go there. And lastly, Supersized Annual The Punisher issue number 1, and that will be the last of it. But yeah, thanks as always, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.